in terms of compost toilets, like that is a waste product that we all make. We all have so much of it in the world. And so if we can compost it and do something with it, then that is so much waste out of the waste stream and so much that we are then able to use for a beneficial purpose. So it's making a big impact on that sustainability front.
Hi, Caitlin Pettit.
Hi.
Caitlin Pettit is the CEO of Toilet Equity. About how long was the program in existence when you came and pitched the board and said, I've been watching you. I like what you're doing. It fits my dream. I'd like to be your CEO. How long was the organization, in age or whatever?
We were about a year old when I did that.
About a year old. Okay. Yeah. So Caitlin Pettit has a PhD in environmental ethics, but the essence of your PhD and your work is about sustainability and a corporation's responsibility to be sustainable. So you came to Toilet Equity largely because they were making sustainable toilets. Mm-hmm. Tell us why that's so important to you.
I think from the very beginning of my life, sustainability has been a very core part of me. I was the kid on the playground who would scold other playground people who ripped the bark off of trees for fun. And so, yeah. So the compost part was actually the part that was most interesting to me from Toilet Equity. And then that is what, like, we all have the moment that got us on board, and then we see the bigger picture and how it's all intertwined. And the other parts start to speak to us too because of that. And so the composting aspect is my on-ramp.
Was your on-ramp. And what is it about composting toilets that make you go? Because honestly, composting toilets don't light up most people. What is it about a composting toilet that gave you an on-ramp to a nonprofit that I didn't know you would be interested in that kind of thing?
For me, as a job, it was probably more the nonprofit was the on-ramp to the toilet part of it. Compost was the on-ramp to the whole thing. I think in terms of compost toilets, like that is a waste product that we all make. We all have so much of it in the world. And so if we can compost it and do something with it, then that is so much waste out of the waste stream and so much that we are then able to use for a beneficial purpose. So it's making a big impact on that sustainability front. The nonprofit aspect really speaks to me as wanting to do good in the world and make a difference. And so that was my main on.
You've talked about global sustainability and why that was important enough to you to create your PhD dissertation. Why is sustainability so important to you personally?
Yeah, so I want the world to be a better place for my kids. I didn't even know that they were my kids. Like, I knew that I wanted the world to be a better place for future generations as I was growing up. But as soon as I had my own kids, I went, oh, well, I need the world to be a better place for you. And I need to show you that giving back is the beginning of why you're doing something rather than the thing you follow up with to repair your actions later.
Mm-hmm.